with consideration of the health and safety of the public in regards to COVID-19 virus, the hearing pursuant to NAC 467.167 on the revocation, conditioning, or modification of all permits and programs of unarmed combat in Nevada that are scheduled from March 14th to March 25th, 2020 for possible action.
Hey everyone, it's Heidi Fang and Adam Hill here for the Review Journal, where we were just at a meeting here at the Nevada State Building where the Nevada Athletic Commission, decided whether or not the UFC event upcoming will go on as hoped or not. Still a couple events that we still have to find out about, but up through March 25th, when they hold their next meeting, all combatant licenses are suspended for unarmed combat. Adam, what did we learn today from the commission?
So I hesitate to even call it a meeting. It was really a conference call between the commissioners with a lawyer and a couple of state workers in there kind of running things. 3 media people very cramped into a little room right here in that building. So a lot of people expected a ruling or a decision about the UFC events that have been announced. The UFC said they were going to move a card from Columbus and a card from Portland here to Las Vegas to have no spectators at the Apex facility. That did not happen. We didn't get any of that. Really what this was, there was an amateur event scheduled for tonight, an MMA event over at the Orleans. There was an amateur boxing card for tomorrow. The commission basically just wanted to say, those aren't happening. We're going to make a ruling. Those licenses are gone. They can't have those events. So those are canceled. March 25th, as you said, their next meeting, they will decide the course of action for events going forward after that. So that would include the UFC events March 28th and April 11th. We don't know about those yet. Now, here's the thing. There's no ruling right now. So right now, the UFC can announce that they're doing it. They can say that they're doing it. They can't officially go forward because they don't have a license. They're going to decide that at March 25th. It would be very, very difficult to make a decision March 25th and then have the fights on March 28th. That's a very quick turnaround. The UFC will have to prepare as if they're going to be able to go ahead with that. But it seems fairly unlikely at this point that the UFC would be allowed to have those events here at the Apex. I know Tough Enough, the amateur card that was going to be tonight, they tried to go forward with no fans. The commission said, let's hold off on that. So I don't know that the UFC is going to get those approved. We will find out. We don't know that yet. Right now, the UFC is still planning on going ahead with those events here in Las Vegas with no audience, but I guess we'll find out more details March 25th.
And those events being March 28th, we were expecting to see Francis Ngannou against Rosenstruck, and then the April 11th event was supposed to be Alistair Overeem and Walt Harris, so all the heavyweights, of course, but we'll be updating you on everything else that we find out, especially concerning UFC 249. Right now, no information on that, but I know that's the one everybody wants to hear about. So when we find out any information on UFC 249, scheduled for Brooklyn, New York, Tony Ferguson, Habib Nurmagomedov, April 18th, we'll definitely keep you up to date with everything on reviewjournal.com. So check out Adam on Twitter at AdamHillLVRJ. I'm at Heidi Fang, and follow everything happening with MMA, UFC on reviewjournal.com. Thank you for watching.